A devotion on John chapter 6, verses 51 to 69. Over the past 3 weeks, each of the gospel readings has been from John chapter 6. If you remember, John 6 began with the story of Jesus feeding the multitude with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. That physical feeding is the springboard to Jesus' sermon throughout the rest of the chapter, which focuses on a spiritual feeding. Jesus is the bread of life, come down from heaven for the life of the world. Jesus, the bread of life, gives life to the world. Whoever comes to Jesus will never be hungry. Whoever believes in Jesus will never be thirsty. He gives life, and it is eternal life, enduring life, that Jesus offers. He is the bread which always satisfies. It satisfies our souls. He does not leave the hungering soul still hungry. Our soul is satisfied because Jesus gives everlasting life, which in fact is a far greater miracle than even the feeding of the 5,000. What good news that is. Because each of us is mired in the death that our sin brings. Each of us is swept up by doubt and guilt, indifference, disobedience, bitterness, self-righteousness, greed, tears, hate, and finally, death itself. Like St. Paul says, the wages of sin is death. But Jesus brings back to us the gift of God's renewing life. He is bread for our souls that without him are forever hungering, they're forever searching. He is the bread that satisfies. He is the bread that gives eternal life. He who feeds on me, Jesus says, will live because of me. This is the bread that came down from heaven. He who feeds on this bread will live forever